Hey guys, how's it going? It's Arit here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Camtasia 9 add-in within PowerPoint to make cool videos like this one. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Arit here. Welcome to another Video Studio Wednesday episode. I am filling in for Jewel today. She's actually not feeling very well, so I'm going to show you guys how to use the Camtasia 9 add-in with PowerPoint. So you can do some pretty cool things in terms of video production when you use this add-in in PowerPoint. So what it does is it allows you to be able to create cool slides where you can embed your video within those slides. Now the first thing we need to do is have Camtasia talk to PowerPoint. And what we're going to do is enable that add-in, the Camtasia add-in within PowerPoint. So I have PowerPoint open right now, and you can see I just kind of did a quick little demo presentation here, which I'll explain more about in a bit. But the first step is to go to add-ins, and then you'll see this little panel here which allows you to start recording and use the microphone and that sort of thing. Now if you don't see this tab at all, if you don't see the add-ins tab, that means you don't have the Camtasia add-in enabled. To do that, you'll need to go to File, Options, and then Add-ins. And from there, you'll need to click on Disabled Items. And when you click on Go, you should see the Camtasia add-in right over here, and you'll just click on it and then click on Enable. So that's how you enable it. I just did that right now just to make sure it worked before I'm filming this video, so that's why it's not in the box. So you can see here, once I did that, once I enabled it, it puts Camtasia add-in under the Active Application Add-ins section right here, and then you can click on OK. If after you did that you still don't see the add-ins tab, you'll just need to close out PowerPoint and then reopen PowerPoint so that the add-ins tab will show up again here. So once you've done that, once you've enabled the Camtasia add-in, you can go ahead and start recording. Now, before you hit that record button, you want to make sure that your presentation is laid out in a way where once this all imports into Camtasia, you can easily edit your video on top of these slides. So that's what I've done here. You can see that I've put a placeholder, which is basically just a box, a shape of a box. I went to Insert Shape, and then I clicked on the box icon here and just basically did a square shape like that. It's actually a rectangle shape, but I made it have the exact dimensions of 2.99 by 3.98. Now you can size this however you want. You can make it smaller or larger, just as long as the ratio, that ratio is the exact same. So you can start off with creating a box that was that's 2.99, as I mentioned, by 3.98. You can start off that way. And then once you have that box created, just hold down the Shift button on your keyboard and then click and drag the sides so that those dimensions are not lost. Because when you import the video in Camtasia and you place it on top of that placeholder, you don't want to have to squish it horizontally or vertically. You want it to be perfect dimensions. So that's why I've chosen those specific dimensions. And I'll show you what I mean when we get to the Camtasia stage. So that's how I created that placeholder, and anything that I want to talk about, be it an image, a graph, or some specific points, they're all on the side here. I can even show you, there might even be a case where, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this slide here, where you don't want any of this stuff to be on the screen, and you just want your video to be on the slide. So it's just a video view. So we can do that as well. So this might be a slide where you're not particularly wanting any words on the screen. You want to show something specific, so you want all of the person's attention to be on the video, on you, or whatever it is that you're showing. So you want to make that placeholder larger, like I did like this, while still keeping the dimensions. And we can have that third slide. So let's go ahead and start recording. So to do that, I'm going to click on Add-ins. And I'm going to show you a little bit about what each of these buttons are before I hit record. So this icon right here basically turns on your microphone, whatever microphone you're using. This icon here turns on your camera, your webcam. This icon over here allows you to do a preview of what it is that you look like through your webcam. Now, it won't show me a preview here just because this webcam is already in use. I'm talking to you right now on the Logitech webcam, so it won't show me the preview, but if it's not in use, you'll be able to see a preview of what you look like. So you can make any necessary adjustments to make sure you look good before you hit record. And this area right here is where you can basically configure your options. So make sure your microphone is set to the right microphone. You can prompt Camtasia to open up whenever you're done recording, so that all of the slides and video and sound from what's been recorded within PowerPoint goes straight to Camtasia, and you'll see that in a bit. You can adjust different things like shortcut keys for when you want to record and stop, that type of thing. And also make sure the correct camera is selected here. So I would be selecting the Logitech camera right there. I think the main things that are important in this window is to make sure that your audio and your camera is set to the right devices so that they work the way you want them to. So make sure you have the microphone set to the one that you want to use, and make sure you have your camera set to the one that you want to use. And that's the most important there. All right, now we can go ahead and start recording. So I'm not able to hit that record button right now because this camera is in use, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause this video, hit record. I'm just gonna basically start speaking on the camera, click through the different slides as if I'm giving the presentation, and then when I stop recording, we'll come back and I'll show you how to edit this in Camtasia 9. All right, so we're back. I just finished recording the video for these slides. Basically what happened was when I hit record, it went into presentation mode, which looks something like this. So it has a full screen of the slides on the screen, and then I just start talking about the slides. And if I'm ready to talk about the next one, I'll just hit next or the arrow on my keyboard to talk about this slide, blah blah blah, and then I hit next again and talk about this. When it comes to the end of the presentation, it'll automatically prompt a little box will come up saying stop recording. So I hit stop recording, and then it'll ask me whether I want to go ahead and start editing this now in Camtasia or whether I want to stay on PowerPoint. So that's the process that I wasn't able to show you with the camera. But now that we're in Camtasia, let me show you how to edit this. So if after you finish recording, you hit the button to start editing the production right away in Camtasia, you'll have the T-Rec file already show up in the media bin. Just ignore this one right here. It's a different clip that I was using. So you'll have the T-Rec file here, and then I just dragged it to the tracks down over here. And this is what it looks like. So it imports the slide for you, what's happening on the screen, and then it imports the audio along with the video that was recorded. So now to start editing this, I'm going to click on the video footage of me speaking, and then I can start placing this on top of the placeholder. This is what it's for. So to keep the same dimensions, I'm going to hold down Control on my PC here and then just drag the corners so that it fits nicely on top of that placeholder, as you see here, right? Okay, so let's see what it looks like. So this is a demo. I'm going to be talking about this cool graph, and as I move on to the totally pointing in the wrong direction there, but you get the idea. So I was able to place my video footage within that slide, and you can see here, I'm going to magnify the footage more. You can see these little markers, and this is really cool. Camtasia will mark where the slide changes. So you know that right here, it changes to the second slide. So I need to cut this piece and then take now this part right here and place it properly, because the formatting of the slide is a little bit different. So I have to adjust the size of my video here. So again, on to the next slide, I have some points to talk about, blah, 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 and another important thing. And as we move on to the last slide, it's just... All right, so here again, I change slides. So I'm gonna use this little blue marker here to show me, let's magnify that so you guys can see. This blue little marker, so I know that right there is when it changes. And I'm gonna cut that again by using the split option, select this piece, and then we're going to make this massive so that I'm covering the entire placeholder like so. On to the last slide, it's just going to be me. And that's where I've ended my demo. So you can see there now, I'm going to do the usual, so basically just chop off the end, just make sure the beginning is correct as well. And so when I go to produce this, when I go to share and produce it as a local file and do the usual, it's going to look like this video right here where I'm embedded in the slides, and you can go ahead and use that for your projects. So guys, that is it for this video. That is how you use the Camtasia 9 add-in within PowerPoint to create videos like this where there's footage embedded into the slides. If this has been helpful for you, please let us know by giving us a thumbs up on the video and subscribing to the channel already. Also, leave me a comment to let me know, was this helpful? Was there anything that I missed that you wanted me to cover? And either myself or the master editor, Jewel, will come back next week and possibly do a video on that for you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Back from the dead.